hero and the princess.
You're on a path. You're
Yep.
here to slay her.
Yep. Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Nah.
So do I want to do the contradiction route and just go, oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know how to get a contradiction. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can, but I feel like start one route and then swap midway through, and just,
Yeah.
you have to go like kind of
Ooh.
all in one way and then go immediately all in against the other way.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Go for it.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people. Surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe I am. Go down. Let's see what else is.
Yeah.
Let's see if it opens up new stuff.
Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
That is new, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's go down.
Okay, fine. That's new. That's been there. Okay. So these are the two new options. I'm gonna go with
I'll go with
look.
that one. Yeah. It's like, look, maybe I'll slay her. All right,
I
buddy.
guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make
Okay.
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find we're not going to go through with this, right? She's a
Yeah.
princess.
We're not supposed to
Ignore
slay
him.
them.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
See through the cabin.
Okay.
Probably the normal inside, right?
So, like, what do you
Yeah.
want to do? Do you
Interior
want
of
to
the
pick up the
cabin is
knife this
almost
time? Not pick up the knife this time?
I
The air
don't
is
want to pick up
stale
the
and
knife
musty,
because
and the floor and
both
walls
times
are
we've picked
painted
up the
in a
knife.
fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
It's immediately
Perched
made
on
her
that table
hostile.
is a pristine blade.
Okay.
What? I could go down with the blade and then just insist on talking. But still we haven't done that yet, actually. Taking the blade, but talking to her? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the blade, and then I'm gonna be nice to her.
The blade is your...
All right.
I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Yeah. Rather difficult to slay the princess. Don't worry, I'm not gonna slay her.
The door to the basement creaks open,
This is
revealing a staircase.
normal.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Okay. So there's the defiant voice.
She sounds dangerous. Don't
Yep.
let it fool you.
Hi. Just checking
Oh.
in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
We heard that
She's
one.
so coldly beautiful.
We've heard this one.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No.
What are you gonna say? What do you want to say?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? No.
You have a blade in her hand. She's gonna just immediately call you out. Just here to talk. That's what you want? Say that.
Yeah.
You're here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Okay.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and
So we've heard
talked?
this
Look at
one.
her. So don't you dare.
Narrator's like, don't do it.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do.
I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just
Okay.
talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, You step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
She doesn't look as cutesy now.
No, she looks as she does in her normal
You'll
first
be fine.
iteration.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay, I'm excited about this.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here?
What's your name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Start off with just something
yeah.
simple.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Oh. Why not? I don't understand why I can't push in on that question.
Yeah. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Oh, good. You just don't have.
Again, she offers no specifics. No
Okay.
matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I'm gonna keep trying. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Hmm.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No.
Uh,
Oh, I know what. Okay, no. Yeah, I do know why. Supposedly she's gonna end the world.
yeah.
I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk.
Dude, you've been
This
dodging our questions
isn't
all
talking.
day. You need to have a back and forth, a dialogue with me, bro.
How would I get you out of here?
Fuck that. I wouldn't even ask that
I'm
question.
gonna ask it. I've asked them all already.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Whoa.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yeah.
You know why you're here.
Huh. I was all set to examine the chains, but now that third option. But I don't think that would make her trust me more.
Hmm.
It feels very loopish almost. Like, I can't see a lot of good because at the end of the day, you're coming off as indecisive and you're coming off as you're still keeping her there. I kind of want to see what this version of the princess does in reaction to saying, I'm going to get you out of here.
Okay, you want to see that then?
Yeah.
Have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
The door is going to lock.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to...
Yeah, we've heard that one. Oh, Oh, and if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? If that's new.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, it's not new. This is a different
That would
route.
be fine. I can
Well,
use
no,
an
I'm
arm.
saying besides cutting you out was added on there. That would be fine. I can't.
No, it's a different route. The
Yeah.
last time you cut off her arm, you didn't take the knife down. This is a different route, so it's
Yeah.
not added on there.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
He's repeating stuff, but that's not a guarantee.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Yeah, he
The door
locks
at the top of
us.
The stairs. Is someone else here?
Try the
You try
door.
to, but it's locked. You're here to slay.
Yeah. Return to the bottom of the
You
stairs.
make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. But this time.
Against your better
Oh!
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Oh, look at you, man. Even you're bad at this.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked
No,
door.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just
Right.
let her escape
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the world. As the princess approaches the bottom, wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Oh!
Oh, now you can only warn
Warn
her.
her.
Yeah.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly, stop it, stop
Resist.
the blade, move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Will it actually be quick though?
And then she slits your throat.
Yes.
Oh!
Very different. Very contrarian so far.
Oh!
This version of her definitely knows how to use a knife.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
For now.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I liked that.
Hope it
That was really cool, yeah.
The prisoner.
Yeah, being super nice and slaying her definitely will be
You're on a
different.
path in the woods. You're
Yes.
here to.
I'm gonna go with okay, no. Because I've never said that one before.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess.
Oh, you're a
Just
skeptic
keep
now.
trying.
I love these new voices.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than
I
you
can
think
hear
to
you,
keep
you
secrets
fuckers.
from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
My ignoring the deity, my gut reaction to try next is for the next path, I'm gonna try just leaving, just right at the beginning. That's
I don't
the
think
next
you
one I
could.
will try.
It didn't really seem you had a
No,
choice.
once we cycle through this one. So like, once we finish up this one, get to the deity at the end, talk to it, and then return, I'm gonna try just taking the leave option, not saying anything, nothing, just leaving right from the beginning and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna proceed to the cabin. Oh, the path's the same.
Before you, she will lie.
Yep.
She will. Yes, yes. Don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Wink.
The interior
Skeptic's
of the
great.
cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Okay, a dungeon.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade
Blade or
perched
no
on its
blade?
edge.
You grabbed the blade last time, but you decided to free her.
Don't think I'm gonna take the blade this time.
Okay.
That's my gut instinct.
Got it.
The blade was helpful in freeing her. I think I'm not gonna take the blade. That is just my gut instinct.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm just gonna enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Ah.
Oh. That's the invisible wall it was talking about. We've already done an option in chapter 2 where we went down without the blade, so it's not letting us make that choice again.
No, this is a different route. This is a different thing. The voice
Right,
of
but
the
it's
skeptic.
the same save file.
It
right?
doesn't matter though.
Okay.
Like we're on a different route. We're on a different option. This is a different voice. We've never
Yeah.
dealt with him. We don't know if this is the skeptic doing it or something else. We cannot make any assumptions about what
Okay.
the skeptic can or cannot do because this is our first time dealing with him.
Okay, fair.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Yeah, totally not. Don't worry, narrator.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Yeah. Wait. What don't I get to say here what the big idea? Top one, dude.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
What?
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
That is interesting. This is the first time we've come across this, where another voice besides the narrator is making us do something.
No, but this is perfect because it mirrors exactly our choices in the first route, right?
Yeah.
We began off skeptical.
worry
All of your
about it.
choices you took were
We have a
skeptical.
knife.
I'm
So
not
what?
sure what I want to
So
believe.
what,
We'll
we
just
have to
find out
use
when
it?
we get down there, right?
Yeah.
Now you have the voice of the skeptic following you.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Uh-huh.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
This is the first time we've ever seen her fully chained.
Yeah.
She's actually like, there's still space and movement to spare, but she has them on both arms and one around her neck.
So we can't just cut her free.
Yeah.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
We've always thought about that from the beginning, though.
Yeah.
We've always just thought that was very weird.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I don't want to kill you. I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I'm gonna sit where I'm told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
This is the first time she hasn't indicated that she remembers us. But I have a feeling she probably does.
Yeah. I've been here before. What am I the only one that remembers that is a good one, I think, to start off
Yeah,
with?
that's the... I was immediately eyeing that one. I just want to go through the
wall,
list.
who's it for?
That one I want to ask too. And you can just leave or you can slay. Okay. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But
Okay.
yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
Oh, it clues the narrator in.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
I see why that's an issue to say that, because now the narrator's clued in.
Yeah, but the moment...
It's complicated things. How exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
I feel like the narrator's a little bit less of a dick in this one. Like, in this moment right here.
It all depends on what you're going the route on.
Yeah.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Oh, shit.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. The admittance there.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant?
We're getting a lot of information this time.
In the dark. The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't.
Ooh.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
It's hard to say sometimes, Ski Bro. There's hints that the world, the princess, and the narrator, that they're all kind of separated into components, that they're quasi-aware, not quasi-aware, and yet they're all a part of something in a larger stream of things. We kind of know that the narrator is a part of each of the worlds, and he's accepting of that, but he doesn't get to go through the loops like we do. So each one of these worlds is his first ride or die kind of experience. The princess, however, seems to be aware of like the loops to an extent. Our voices are aware of the loops to an extent, but the narrator has a lot of influence about how things play out in the world around us to an extent. The princess, if given enough drive and force, can also influence things. However, our voices that we have can also influence things around the world itself, even overcoming the narrator once more. But all of it seems to be linked back to the entity that we get to the end of this, which seems to be outside of these worlds, quote unquote, so to speak, and seems to be part of something grander and larger, whether it's part of a real world or whether it's part of a scope of it where these worlds are just infinite possibilities. It's a little bit more nebulous in that regard, but that's what we know so far for sure.
Yeah.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
The other chain on the wall. Who is it for?
Go for it.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Okay.
Intentions earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of almost clicking these just like at this point just to fill it out, really
Yeah.
not for the information on it. But
I just don't want to lose the option to inspect the shackle. That's
then
what I'm
expect
nervous
the
about.
shackle if you just want to do that.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Personally, I don't really see a reason to inspect the shackle. Like, I don't really see a need to inspect it at all. Like, there's nothing odd about a shackle that's opened up and dangling off of a wall, right? That's my thought process.
I could quick save.
Is there a quick save for this?
Yeah, right here.
Oh.
Quick save and quick load.
I mean, I personally, again, I stand out and say I personally wouldn't. I just don't see a reason to go near the shackle and to mess around with it.
Alright.
Like,
I am
really-
gonna quick save. I'm gonna say let it go.
Good. Forget you ever saw it.
Hmm.
Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Okay, so you no longer have an option to do anything with the shackle.
Okay, what would you have me do? Let's ask that. Let's
Yeah.
explore that route.
Let me borrow that knife.
Okay.
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I would go to the top one. Personally.
The intentions
No,
or...
you realize that
that's the one I wanted to
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Yeah.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
We know that's true.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Let's see here.
I mean, I kind of want to go with the I'm trusting you and give her the knife.
Go for it. If that's what
Yeah.
you want, go for it.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time.
It's
Do you want to know
some of
how it
his
went
voice
for you?
lines are just low.
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
What? No.
Oh, Rory tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
Really weird.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Oh, come on. Don't make this weird.
What is she doing?
Cutting her head off.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her
Oh,
own
no, God, here we go.
Obviously. That's the only way she can get herself out.
I'm gonna watch.
An uneasy
I'm gonna watch,
science.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, her smile unwavering as she soars through skin, veins,
Oh my
cartilage.
fucking God.
At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way.
Oh my God.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
Here she goes.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder.
Oh!
Snapping off.
Opens.
Wow, that's the most fantasy part about this.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and
Oh my
tears
God.
until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
It's gonna start
Well,
talking.
pick me up.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Nice.
I don't think she's actually dead.
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
I think she's winking.
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
No.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Hell yeah, dude.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
Yes.
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right? You don't need proof. You don't need a trophy. And she
Why
doesn't
don't we
deserve
need
a
those
burial.
things?
Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
No.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down. I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
I'm gonna take the princess with me.
Do it.
Yeah.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Do you notice that the eye animation, by the way, is changing?
Yes, it is. Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead,
Yes!
what you find is...
We fucked over the narrator. Because he was gonna throw us just into the eternal void and be like, you're happy in the cabin, tee.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Oh my god, he just fades away.
Over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
I want to get
Thanks
to
for
the
carrying
path
me up,
that has
Lynn.
2 voices,
I had to
though.
take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
So there are paths where you can only end up with 1 voice.
Mm-hmm.
But we know that we can get at least 3 voices so far.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a miracle?
I'm gonna comfort
It feels
him.
so bad. You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Oh.
Okay. If you say so, I'll trust you. Feels too good to be true.
Search the mirror.
All right, let's see how much you've been mangled away.
You've unraveled. Oh, I've gotten so skinny.
Now you're like the specter.
Yeah. Whoa.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say, yeah.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Oh. Oh!
Yes.
I want to, let me just see the other questions.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I'm either going to say he does, I don't know why, but I know this for a fact, or he does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. And I'm leaning more towards the answers.
Well, there's no guarantee of answers to anything in this game. It's proven through its narrative design. But, yes, you'll certainly have more information than you had last.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
You know what's going to happen when you awaken?
No, the point of awakening is to find out.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Huh.
A driven heart, a cynical heart, a kind heart. Got a lot of hearts recently. I'm gonna ask how many more. I would say like, how many more messages do I need to bring you, bro?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Oh.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
I'm not gonna ask her what she wants. I think I'm ready to go back and I just want... Part of me wants to do the quick load just to see what happens if I chain myself, but like, I know that means we'll lose this entity, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we can do that path again later.
Sure.
I'm gonna say I'm ready to go back and then I just want to do the leave. Leave every time.
Okay, go for it.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
What? What?
I wonder if you're the narrator.
I mean, our voices are the same. So, it's possible.
Yeah.